Well, thank you, Craig, the hostess with the mostest. Hello, Unlimited Wisdom, family and community. Dustin, Shelley, Matthew, Hannah, Ezra, Lisa Marie. I love that picture. That's cool. Melody, Mary, Coach, Bob, Mike, and Trish, Bill Shoemaker, my lovely wife, Terry. And I think that you guys are really, not think, say that all the time. Hi, Sandy. I don't know if Shelly, I've said Shelly already. I think you guys are really I don't know why. I should be confident enough to know that you guys will love what I'm going to talk about. You're going to, and believe it or not, is actually going to extend in sort of a different way into Master's Mind on Sunday. I'm going to use a word that a lot of you may or may not know, but have you ever heard the word gullible? Like, oh my God, this person is so gullible. And what I did with AI is I jumped on AI and I just asked AI, what are some modern words for gullible? And it's like too trusting, easily influenced, buys into anything, falls for it, swallows the story, takes things for face value, doesn't question much. And it goes through all these other things: echo chambered, informational lazy, belief without verification, secondhand beliefs, authority dependent, believes first, believes first, checks never. Mistakes repetition for truth. And then it got down here where it said, it always asks, can you put all of these into a little statement? And listen to this. Gullibility isn't stupidity. It's simply trust without verification. All right? So, where's my head on this issue? The reason that I'm bringing this up to you guys is, how many people do you think that I'm gullible? I'm glad that Coach Bob raised his hand. It's like the reason that I say that is that I am the documentation based conversation person. But when I go through all the facts and figures, I am probably like a lot of people where they talk about being biased. So would you guys say that I'm pro network marketing? Pro entrepreneur? See, there's a lot of things that when I do my research, I believe that I actually find the things that just strengthen my bias. Could I go out there and search on AI or Google or YouTube and put in MLM haters? Could I go to Reddit that's got designated things about why network marketing is not a good business model? I don't believe in them because the person that first showed me his $62,000 check then showed me 5 people that he helped make over 10 grand. Are you guys listening to me? So I got a guy that told me about him. I see the $62,000 check. He understands psychology well enough to go, he probably sees that I make the money, but he doesn't believe that he can make the money. So I'm going to show him stories of this girl used to be work at a restaurant as a waitress. This person worked as in a preschool. This person sold pagers. This person did door-to-door pots and pan sales. And this guy worked in construction, drilling holes that you put septic outhouses on. So if you guys have seen an outhouse, you might know that there's a hole dug underneath there, right? And so that's what this guy did. Rich just went out and dug wells and holes to set, outhouses on. And he told me a quick part of their story. And then here's this person listening to me, doing what they said, and then they got the check. So after I knew he knew how to do it, then he knows how to teach people to do it. And I seen their documentation. Do you guys realize once I get to the point that I know that people can do this and I know that I can do this, I turn into a laser beam and I make shit happen. I now understand that that might be a superpower of mine. Are you guys listening to me? Because once I see other people do it and I know that people taught them to do it and I'm learning from the people that they were taught by, I now know the only variance in this whole communication is fucking me. It's not if the product works. It's not if the comp plan works. It's not if people in the company are making money. So I think that a lot of people look at me and they see how confident I am and how enthusiastic I am and how I can make things happen so quickly. And they don't understand that the very thing that I am is a person that just believes that I can do it. That's the only thing that I believe, is that if other people can do this, why can't I? Here's where people really mess up their thinking. They then will talk to someone like me, and I will tell them what my mentor taught me. All you got to do, Bob, it's easy. All you got to do is say as little as possible to as many people as you can, as fast as you can. You get the information in front of those people. Some will, some won't. So what next? It's a sorting game. You just got to get the information in front of other people. When I say that, I now know that a majority of the people go, that's bullshit. Because if it was true and you believed that you could do it, and if you did it, you would get the money, you would do it. Now, you got to go, well, maybe I'll do something different, and maybe I'll do it my way, and maybe I'll do it a little bit this way, and a little bit this way, and a little bit this way. So you guys are going to hear a little more about this on Sunday, because the people that believe in the universe, the people that believe in energy, like Sandy, the people that believe in God are just very simple people that believe. That's all they are. Some say they believe, but their actions don't show it. There's no fruit of their labor. So when it says you'll know my people by their fruit, how many of you believe that I believe that? So when someone says, I don't believe this will work, really? Let me show you my back office, you frickin' idiot. Let me show you some videos of me showing my online banking for the last 30 years. Yeah, but that's you. It's not me. Here's a testimonial with me and Melody Ryba. Here's Tony and Mike Koopa saying I'd help them. Here's Candice Bird Davis that made over $1 million. Here's Aaron Parker that made over $1 million. I'm saying some names that you guys know, but if you read in the back of my book, I list them all. Like Jovan Kabasic or David Rutz. All these people I got listed in there that come back and said that I got in their life. And what did I get? What did I do to them? I got them to believe. That's all I got them to do, is I gave them hope, and they just all went in. They went all in. You know what? I'm just going to do, and you guys heard me say this, I looked at Bill Gould, my mentor, and I said, I'm going to do exactly what you tell me to do. Exactly. And I'm telling you, I'm doing it for 30 days, and I will put 70 people in front of this video. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to kick your ass. And he goes, I'll give you my address. A few months later, Terry and I don't ever really get to say this statement, right? But have you guys ever heard of a city named Encino, California? All right. On Ventura Boulevard. Yeah, these are just, they're lyrics and songs. Ventura Boulevard, Encino. There's one bank building, National Bank building, that is the only building that is not set with the street. It's set sideways from the street. All right. And we not only had the 8th floor, Terry and I had an office there, leased the 8th floor, and my mentor told me, hey, do you know that neon lights are bad for you? I said, no. He says, believe it or not, they make a special light, fluorescent light, that's not neon. It actually puts out a different kind of light, giving you energy. I have no idea what we paid.
I don't remember that. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember about the light bulbs.
We're probably talking, if I were to guess, let's say 88, 89. Okay. So I had all these light bulbs. All the light bulbs changed. This office, freaking unbelievable how beautiful this office was, right? So if you were driving down Ventura Boulevard in Encino, California, you could see on the 8th floor of this building where it was the only one that had this incredible bright white lights coming out of it. The one above that was all like orangey, yellowy, and the ones below it. And when my mentor showed up with no jewelry, not a very good suit, and a used car to do a presentation for me and Terry, there were so many people in that office that the windows were sweating. It was top to bottom windows. We probably had, how many? Want to guess?
No.
I would say there was like 250 people in the very first meeting that my mentor came down and watched me do. At this time, I'm like at the same level as, I would say, it was funny. It was called Fifth Dimension. So it was just amazing, the kind of money that we were making for me being not even 30 yet. Terry and I are not even 30.
Well, we were married in 89, so we were married by then. So,
Were we married when we were in that office?
yeah.
Okay. 89. Isn't it funny? Some facts she knows, some facts she doesn't. You know what I mean? It's like,
I don't know. We got married in 89.
I have no clue. The floor, the lights, how big, the people.
We had black desks in there, which I love black stuff. So we had black desks. I think the carpet was like a teal color or something.
Teal green. Yeah. And so, why am I saying this? I'm saying this not to impress you guys, but I'm like 30 years old, not even 30.
Yeah.
And I have a corner office. When Terry and I were sitting in our office, I could lean back in my chair and look down Ventura Boulevard on the left and right in Encino, California. That's how much I bit into this network marketing bullshit. You understand? So like this plaque that's up here, that's a national marketing director in a company called NSA, National Safety Associates. And I did that before the age of 30. Because if I'm learning from someone that's making 62 grand and he tells me how to do it, and then I go out and try to prove him wrong, and then make 10 grand in my first month and a half, do you guys know I haven't looked back since? And I still run into people every day. Some that are on this and some that will watch it on video. It's like, well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What the fuck do you know? Like, honestly, we were watching a funny thing, and it was like, listen, if I hold a gun to your head, what do you believe? Because if you don't believe in something, you'll fucking fall for anything. So I'm like, what could you do to sell yourself and get yourself to believe?
Action is the only thing that's going to do it.
You see what I mean? It's like, I know for a fact a $5,000 check would change your guys' belief system in a hurry. Right? I wouldn't even recognize you. Hey, Trish, do you think this works? I made $5 grand last month. Yes, it does fucking work. Here's the problem. We won't put in the belief all in to make that happen. We play with this. We dabble with this. Some of you would get a new spike just by being silvers. Then you'd get another spike by having people in your group hit silver, getting you gold. That's as simple as it works. And so I now realize that one of my superpowers is just being gullible. You couldn't hear me?
We're good.
Oh, okay. Bob just couldn't hear me. Okay. But I now know that I'm one of those individuals that are extremely gullible and just throw all my trust in just to see whether or not you're going to prove me wrong. Do you guys get that? So I'm going to throw some other things at you and still a mastermind. Is anyone here willing to tell me what they feel their favorite book is?
Yeah, well.
Deb, what's your favorite book?
Oh.
Okay. So thank you, Deb. So her favorite book is my favorite book. You know, The Greatest Miracle in the World. Thank you for getting me the book, Mary. All right.
I do love Who Moved My Cheese.
She likes Who Moved My Cheese, right? So now follow this. If someone would ask me to guess like Matt's book, I was talking to Terry about this. You know, Matt's book might be Meditations, you know, by Marcus Aurelius. All right. Thanks, Bob. How's that working? My book. That's nice. That's really, really nice. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. So now watch, if we took any book, well, we'll take this one because Deb brought it up first, right? Do any of us know for sure that Og Mandino wrote this book? Okay. And if we talked about Marcus Aurelius, did he write the book in English? Because if he didn't write it in English, then that means somebody else had to translate it.
Matt's favorite book, East of Eden by Steinbeck.
So the books that we look at that could be our favorite books, all of us don't know for a fact that those people really wrote that book. Don't you guys find it interesting when all of a sudden someone dies and they go, yeah, that person was actually was going by the pen name, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. Oh my God, that person wrote that book. And for those of you that have been around me, I've always laughed at these things because we all heard, when the British is coming, we know the person that rode a horse to virtually every city warning them, the British is coming. The British is coming. Do you know that person is not Paul Revere? Google it. But the reason that they used Paul Revere's name as the writer of the book said that the name of the person that actually did that had a weird name and nothing rhymed with it. So they had to come up with a Paul Revere. How many of you get, when you find stuff out like this, and there was not only an author, but then that author wrote someone's name in it, and then we were taught it in school, and then you find out afterwards that ain't true. Guess what I heard on the news last night? You guys are going to freak out. They now have done a study over 50 years of over 10,000 people. It was on the news. It's got to be correct, right? And they now say that you need to do 15 minutes of exercise. And they notice that the people that do over 15 minutes of exercise are actually having a lesser life. They die earlier. And they also suggest that you don't do your 15 minutes all at one time. They say that you need to break it up in 3 different things. So maybe just go up the stairs for a couple of minutes and then come back down the stairs. And I can't tell you how many people I know that have had knee and hip replacements. Should there be a class action lawsuit that all these people that had hip and knee replacements get to go after these people that said that you need to go a mile, you need to go 30 minutes, you need to run for 20 minutes. And now all of a sudden you run for 20 minutes because you heard it on the news, because they said a study said that, and then you find out they've been lying to you? Now, for me, when I heard the news, I just knew that the studies would finally get to where I'm at.
No moving at all.
No moving at all. See what I mean? I just have to wait for the everything to come to me, right? But here's the other thing that I heard last night. See, no one wants to talk about the other studies. How many people heard that, oh my God, climate change, right? Let me talk about the real word, global warming. Did you know that based on Al Gore and all the scientists, that New York and Florida by 2026 are going to be underwater? They said it's done and over at 2016. So 2016, it's done and over, but Florida and New York no longer exist.
He should have put that in his lockbox.
Well, because he invented the internet, right? But here's something that they said about that study. Do you guys now know that polar bears are now not more than they used to have, but they're fat? How many of you heard that polar bears are disappearing? Did any of you? Polar bears are disappearing because the ice caps are going to melt. There's not going to be a Greenland. The reason they call it Greenland is because it was supposed to be totally green right now. It's it's not supposed to be a hunk of ice. But if you guys do your own investigation, do you know in the last 2 years, there's been tons and tons of new ice that has been growing? Why don't we hear about that? So now seals and walruses were able to get away from the bears because they could dive in the water and then go to another piece of ice, and then dive into the water and go to another piece of ice. Now that there's not that anymore, the sheet of ice is actually growing by tenfold. Polar bears are faster than seals and walruses. So they're eating better than they ever had because it's been super cold there. I heard this on the news. And then the guy says in the middle of the news, it's like, wow, we sure got these wrong, didn't we? And this is,
Don't eat eggs because they give you.
yeah, and this is like on,
Bullshit.
it was either on ABC or CBS or NBC. It's like, it was one of those. But why am I bringing this up? The reason I'm bringing this up is because apparently when some scientists or some people come out and say something that might be like a vice president and he can get a lot of money wrapped around him, a lot of people can buy into a bullshit story. Right? And then here's what's sad. The people that buy into the story because they said the scientist said that and the news said that and they did all this stuff to make it happen. Do you ever hear them coming back and go, man, I made a mistake?
No.
Because now what we could do is just get into a nice little discussion about COVID. Because there's still people out there that are wearing masks inside their car so they won't catch COVID. So I had conversations with people during COVID. Did it get to me? Terry and I were getting packages. Terry was.
Oh my God. I went and I ordered my groceries. They never had my Swedish fish. So I'd have her put them in the truck and then she'd go to shut that. I go, don't touch that. I'll do it from here. I shut it, the door. And then I'd go home and I'd unpack everything in the garage, have my gloves on, Clorox wipes, and bitch, the whole fucking time I had to wipe everything off, let it dry. I'm like, fuck this. I did it twice. I'm like, I'm not doing it again. Fucking Christ.
So we're all not perfect. You know, sometimes there's some stuff that can get out there that gets us all caught up into it. Does that mean that we're stupid or gullible? Ooh, I'll just leave that right there. So were we stupid and gullible? Does everyone want to do a quick thing and admit how many shots you got and how many boosters you got? Does anybody want to,
What?
you know,
Yep.
does anybody want to talk about, no, let's not talk about that because I don't want to talk about, you know, people that said it was and then it wasn't. And then some people will go, well, at least we did all that stuff when we did it, whatever, right? This whole conversation got into one comment, and that was being gullible. And I'd rather be a kind of guy that, you know, you can call me gullible all you want. But I'd rather be someone that goes all in and trust and really make shit happen than just be a lukewarm person my whole life. Excuse me. I don't want to be known as the most neutral person on the fucking planet. I want to be known as the person that, holy shit, when Robert believes in it, it's game on. That's who I am. But you'll notice if you're neutral, you're usually neutral in everything in life. You can look at your whole life and it's like, not really into my marriage, not really into my kids, don't know if I really want to work or not. It's like you almost not only become neutral, but you're anti everything. Do you guys know people that are anti everything? It's like no matter what's brought up, I ain't fucking falling for that shit. You know what I mean? And just call me stupid, call me gullible, call me the person that just believes and trusts in stuff. Because I'm an all-in person. Have I been wrong? So many times I can't guess. Have I been influenced by people that I didn't know if they had the right information, but I just went in all in anyway? Yeah. Yeah, I'm that person. I talk about this all the time that, when I got a computer, oh my God, I was one of the first people to get a computer. And when I got a computer, guess what came after getting a computer? An email. And when I got an email and it said that I forward to this to everyone that's got an email address, that I could get a couple of dollars from Bill Gates. And I was going like, I'll call everybody on the planet and ask them, you got an email? No. We'll get one. Why? Because then I can send you an email and get a couple of dollars from Bill Gates. So I'm not only the gullible person and the person that goes all in, but I love to influence people if I know that I can help them. Do I sometimes get, damn it, I can't believe that that was not real. Then you find out on Snoops that, hey, if you guys been forwarding this email from Bill Gates, it was
His fucking pockets.
yeah, it's bullshit.
Asshole.
Then now if I can be very, very open and honest and bold with you guys, which you know that I am, did I sit down and write an email to every person that I sent an email to that Bill Gates, that it's bullshit? You guys know I did. Hey, I just found out today that I'm a fucking idiot and I fell for this, and I'm sorry that I sent you this. I know a lot of people that will not do that, right? But I can guarantee you the next thing that I shared with them, they go, this is the guy that sent me a bullshit email, and then he sent me an email apologizing for it because he did it, right? So I said all that to you guys today to only really simply think in your mind about, are you the kind of person that can go all in and trust something? And I said this 39 years ago because someone said it from a presentation. And they told me that if I focus for 6 months all in, that I could financially change my life for the rest of my life. And they were fucking right. They were right. So we can look at, August, September, October, November, December, January. Do any of you look at unlimited wisdom and go, wow, it was just 1,000, and oh my God, now it's 1,200, and oh my God, it's 1,300. Me, I watch the school every 30 days. I mean, every week they have school. That Sam does a thing on school, and he was saying we have more people now getting school memberships a day that took us 3 years to get.
Wow.
Our first 3 years.
Wow.
Because that is a thing called momentum. Do any of you believe that if you really put your head down and just tested it? Here's one thing I know for a fact. Do you know that 6 months goes by anyway? 6 months goes by anyway. You go 6 months prior. Do you guys remember July of last year? Now you're here. Are you better off? Are things going better for you? See? It's like 6 months is going to happen anyway. Why can't you go all in? Just throw caution to the wind. See how many people you can pique interest with. Just go all in. Now, what if you don't? I love you. I still love you. I'll treat you just like I always do. But just understand that I just thought it was very, very interesting that people are always questioning other people about what they believe in. and whether or not they got the whole information, that we might look at a lot of people as being, pretty gullible and pretty stupid for falling for stuff.
Oh man, I try new shit all the time. Food wise, I did the whole give me $1, you get $1. Did that. I try other people's products all the time.
You know what Terry tells me? I was like, hey, where'd this come up? All these packages that are coming from, UPS and Federal Express. And, I see all these packages. And the very first thing she said, you should have read the reviews on that. Well, she can't say that around Kyle, her youngest son, but because he's like, Jesus, mom. Because, we people can buy things because there's a lot of reviews. But
Oh, I'm that person.
but if you buy it, do you take it as instructed? Do you take it long enough to see if it really does what the reviews say?
Yes, 8 months, 0 results. See, I land in that part too.
Right?
And I get lots of no's. You just got to go. You're dead to me. See ya. Bye. You're always going to get no's. It's just part of it. It's just part of it.
So I'm not saying just blame other people because they might be gullible, but sort of look at yourself a little bit. And I'll leave you guys with this thought. Have you been sort of taken advantage of enough in being gullible and have people call you gullible so that you lose a little bit of faith and you have no trust in yourself at all about anything anymore? Thanks, Sandy. Some people, I just ask you to ask yourself, is the reason that I'm not going all in is because I sort of feel like I got pretty beat up from trusting and being gullible before? Me, I don't give a shit. I just keep going all in. We did a leadership call, and Josh knows me for two different reasons. The guy that's in his 20th company or 21st company, but also the guy that's made millions of dollars. And see, I'm not shy. I tell people, hey, listen, this is number 21 for me. It's like, holy shit. Who would do 21 companies? Someone that made millions of dollars. Some work, some don't. When I met Terry, I was the dude that said, I will never, ever, ever get married again. Done. She didn't believe that.
I'm a peach, man. I'm a fucking peach.
She wore me down. She wore me down. She set her goals. I take her to personal development seminars, and I got 3 pages of goals. And Terry's goals are
Sorry, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Terry's goals are 3. Get married, be the best wife I can, have children, be the best mother I can.
1 out of 3 is not bad.
So it didn't make a difference how much of an asshole I was or how much I believed that I wasn't going to get married and not have kids anymore. It didn't make a difference because I was hanging around with somebody that was all in.
You're knocking me up whether you want to or not.
So, yeah, and she had it in her mind. I will be married before I get pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that was on her list. So I just had to not get married for as long as I could, because then I got the milk for free. You know what I mean? It's like Wore me down. I hope this helped you guys. Did this help you guys? It's like, because, Coach Bob, you left me a message, and it's like, it's like, oh my God, I've had all this awful stuff that happened to me. So now I'm just going to go to neutral and be a nobody.
You got to change how you
Jesus
speak about yourself.
Christ.
Change how you speak about yourself. And we all do it.
Watch the movie. Watch the movie. Shake it off. Get your ass back in gear. Start believing. You know what I mean? But I'm being nice to Bob. But how many of you know that you should have that same message with yourself? Here's a funny story my mentor told me. I'll let you guys go. Ready? Because you're self-employed, entrepreneur, whatever, you can fire yourself. Write down a list of all the shit that you know you're not doing. Get in front of the mirror. See, some of you won't do this. Get in front of the mirror and do the most uncomfortable thing that you could possibly do. Look at yourself in your own eyes. Just get in the mirror, look at yourself in your own eyes. Will you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth from one eye to another? Yeah, you will. It'll feel uncomfortable. And while you're looking at yourself in your eyes, go, listen. You have never put in 100%. You know you haven't.
Guilty.
You don't believe 100%? You're always an avoidance person. You always look for excuses. You're always saying that you won't do shit because you don't have shit. Enough. You're fucking fired. Get the fuck out of here. And turn around and walk out of the bathroom. Sit there for whatever amount of time that you need to. Then go back into the bathroom, look at yourself in the mirror, and go, listen, I'm giving you one more fucking try. You get one more chance. But don't bullshit anybody, including me. Do the shit that's required. Stop making up excuses. Talk to as many people as you can, as fast as you can. Get into the rhythm of going all in. Terry and I just watched a thing from Landman, and I thought it was so funny where, she goes into gamble. She went there, and I don't even know.
She had $10,000. She asked for $10,000 to help all the people in the old folks' home.
Oh, gamble, right? And she said, "Listen, it's easy to gamble. It's just most people don't have the cojones to do it." And she goes, "What do you mean?" You lay money down and you bet, and if you lose, you double it. And you just keep doubling it until you win, and then you walk away. And and the guy was standing there, oh yeah? And so it was 1,000, then it was 2,000, then it was 4,000, until she hit.
She walked out with over $300,000.
Now, is she a professional gambler? No. But it's like, some of you need to go all in. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it. You'll get to see a person that you know has always been inside of you, that you need to be reintroduced to. Because again, if we could look at your whole life, we'd go, oh, I didn't know Lisa Marie was like that. I didn't know Dustin was like that. I didn't know that Mike was like that. I didn't know that Coach Bob was like that. See what I mean? It's like there's times where you didn't know all the facts, but you just fucking jumped in anyway. And you put your head down and you did what you knew you were supposed to. And what if it doesn't work?
What if you make $2,000?
See, my mentor was like, everything that I said. Well, what if? And he'd go, what if the opposite? Well, what if this doesn't work? Well, what if it does? What if people say no? What if they say yes? No matter what I could bring up to him, he would just say the opposite back to me. Because if you're playing the if game goes both ways. Well, what if Immunitech goes out of business? What if it doesn't? So I love you guys. Did you guys love this? So I don't mind telling people that I'm gullible. I'm the most happy, enthusiastic, wealthy, gullible person you know. And you know all the facts, and you're one of the most miserable fucking people I know. You could find a problem with every solution. Do you guys know that? How many of you guys know people that can find something wrong with every solution? It's like you don't win medals for it. I don't know why people are so fucking negative and why they find something wrong with everything. It's like you're trying to win a contest. We know who won the Grammys. We know who going to win the Oscars. We know who wins the most valuable player. Have you guys seen the award to the best critic? They don't make it. So stop fucking working for it. Well, I can find something wrong with everything. Jesus Christ, really? So, love you guys. Have a great day.
Bye, everybody.
And don't forget, today at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, the Imagination Hour, if you're on the premium plan. So if you're not, get on it. All right? It's very easy to do. Just go ahead and log in on the calendar where it says Imagination Hour, and then go ahead and join the premium plan. And you'll be part of the Imagination Hour with Matt Hollis.
Raise your hands or put a 1 in chat if you think that Matt's teaching you some good stuff. I mean,
Amen.
Mary, thank you so much for not only helping Matt, Mike, and Trish, but the stuff you did for Terry today was just freaking amazing. It's just like all of you are just putting some really great creative stuff out there. And if I don't bring your name up all the time, it's just because you're so freaking consistent. It's like, Lisa Marie's probably done a couple of thousand videos now. And it's like, we all know that she's kicking ass. You know what I mean? And Deb, the graphics she did yesterday on the interview. You guys are just amazing. So,
Yeah.
Even you, Bob.
Good job.
Even you, Bob. Yeah, it's like.
So make sure that you're there, 2 p.m. Pacific today, 5 p.m. Eastern. And then tomorrow, of course, Ask Us Anything. It's for the premium package where you get to ask anybody in the community anything. Very, very simple. Noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. And then as Robert shared, Master's Mind Sunday, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. A great get together, a great way to end the week if you end on Sunday, or a great way to start the week if you believe that the week starts on Sunday. Either way, perfect way to get things rolling. And we look forward to seeing you the next time. Bless you all. Thank you so much. There's a couple of things in the chat. If you want to save the chat, click the 3 dots in the meeting chat. Click on Save Chat. It'll download to your computer. And right now, we're going to go ahead and open it up so that we can all say so long for now and see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, you guys.
Kelly,
Bye.
see you, Lisa
Bye.
Marie,
You guys.
Mary, Melody.
Bye.
You all.
Michael.
Make it a fantastic day.
You
Yeah.
bet. Michael and Angela, Deb, Dustin, Coach Bob, Mike, Trish.
See ya.
Bill
Love you
Shoemaker.
guys.
Love you guys.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Matt.
Love you.
Terry.